I told you every single one of these fools was scamming you, and no one listened to me. Remember when I predicted the crash of Celsius a year ago, when I was telling you that it had to be a Ponzi scheme because no one could ever promise a 19% APY? And I also said the founders of Three Arrows were completely full of shit, and people were like, no, Shane, they know way more than you. This is the blockchain. There were plenty of people out there like me trying to tell you that you weren't going to get rich, that you were getting scammed, and all of you believed that you were all just going to be super wealthy, and now you got nothing. I don't even feel bad for you.
I can't say that I really blame this TikToker here for dancing on the grave of a lot of people who did a lot of online gloating about cryptocurrencies and, its usefulness. Listen, the most insufferable people on the internet right now, that championship belt is held by the crypto bros. Yes, the evangelists, they're annoying, they're very abrasive, they're very cocksure, and ultimately, yeah, I understand why people are put off by them. However, I can't be mad at a lot of it, right? I think the blockchain and this NFT shit, and it's getting a bad rap now. But, at its core, I understand what the use could be for a digital/online way to have official documentation or official deeds for stuff. There's nothing wrong with that use case. However, it's just not revolutionary the way these homies would like you to think that it is. As we move on to like a Web3 based future, I don't know that it's going to be as integrated with our lives as Web 2 is, but there's definitely going to be uses for it. I could see like companies, instead of making us Zoom, for instance, making us do Web 3 for their digital meetings. I could see that being a more interactive way to do some work from home and like other ways, right? I don't think it's some huge revolution coming. And I could see Nike, for instance, selling us digital Jordans for our Web3 lives. We could see this coming. Again, it's not gonna revolutionize anything. I just think during the pandemic, where you saw cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, for instance, having these huge upticks in values, a lot of people were trying to get in. And never mind asking yourself the question of what's the use or utility of this Bitcoin that I'm dying to get in. If you see your neighbors and your family members making nice yields on these meme stocks and stuff like that, it feels like a gold rush and people don't want to miss out. I completely understand the rationale behind a lot of this. However, as the CNBC report will indicate, whenever you have a period of time where there's this hot new thing that a lot of people want to get on and a lot of people want to try to make money on, get rich quick type of stuff, it is rife for fraud and criminality.
Do you remember last year when I stitched that crypto bro who was saying everyone's quitting the world of Web 2 to go work in Web 3? And I was like, no, they're not. In fact, you guys are all great big idiots. Turns out I was right. Remember when I predicted the crash of Celsius a year ago, when I was telling you that it had to be a Ponzi scheme because no one could ever promise a 19% APY?
And that's what you're seeing with these Ponzi schemes and these investment frauds with these companies like Celsius. They're telling people you seen what happened with Bitcoin. You saw when it went to 60,000. Don't you want to do that? We're the ones that are going to be able to do that for you. And so, a lot of people got scammed.
Celsius, once a titan of the crypto lending world, is now in bankruptcy court and being accused of running a Ponzi scheme. A lawsuit by a former investment manager alleges that Celsius was offering over 18% annual returns as a tactic to lure in new depositors in order to pay out old ones. So at the very least, a lot of allegations are flying around right now.
And I think we're going to see a lot of this stuff in the coming months with these quote unquote currencies, digital currencies that just popped up overnight with no, it's a currency. Where are you supposed to spend this? But again, people are using it just like they would any other commodity, right? It's literally just something for your stock portfolio, literally. And again, I understand all of that. However, I would encourage people to remember this, especially when it comes to something like Bitcoin and some of these other cryptocurrencies. The people who hold a lot of these currencies, these evangelists, are self-interested in driving up demands. The currency is, it has a finite amount, and so if you have a finite amount of a product, the way you make it more valuable is by getting more and more people to want it. So always remember that with these evangelists, like they are extremely self-interested in making you want these products. So I would just encourage people to be careful, try to invest your money wisely. Don't go broke chasing no goddamn fake ass digital currencies.